Hello everybody, today I'm going to be sharing a real side dream experience from my book Chronicles of a Cosmic Space Case. Dream 9. Dragons, giants and Karmic repercussions. What follows is a sequence of events. It began with 2 dragons circling each other above a forest setting, very spectacular to behold. One was in fact an evil female individual, aligned with the dark forces. The other remains unidentified, but in apparent opposition of its evil companion, as they did battle and wrestle in the skies. The next scene, I had a role to play, in that I was captured by this evil female, having abandoned her fearsome dragon form. She escorted me to a prison area. It was very gloomy, dank, and demonstrating complete disregard for a prisoner's well-being and comforts. There was no necessity to have bolted doors on the cages. Instead, magic was utilized to confine a prisoner. As we entered, the female would give voice to a curious magical incantation in a language incomprehensible. I had to repeat the phrase, and thus, by doing so, I charged it. The phrases were very difficult to even say. I had to repeat several, and until they were uttered perfectly, we could not proceed. Once voiced, the words in a symbolic form would manifest upon the floor and glow a reddish colour, and one could not move beyond the boundary that each glowing sigil represented. I had the understanding that if the words were spoken again, the sigils would be dispelled, and I attempted to memorize each one as I activated them. So I might escape my prison after the female had departed. Alas, there were far too many, and coupled with the mysterious language the phrases were spoken in, the task of undoing the magics were an impossibility. But then I am suddenly in scene 3. I was in a house with another individual, and our task was to defend it. We sealed the windows, barred the doors, and armed ourselves with whatever weapons came to hand. For we were defending the house, it would seem, from a scourge of large giants. They were not giants of extreme proportions, but giant enough, individuals ranging from 7 to 10 feet, and were the most gruesome bunch of giants you might ever care to see. Mutated, malformed, some looking very mechanical even, and all with the same objective: to break in and dispatch us. We acquitted ourselves and defended the house effectively, despite the disparity in size between us and them, and their sheer numbers. We smashed, crushed, and beat back the house invaders with our selection of wooden planks, golf clubs, and sheer determination. Victory was gained. The house was secured. Scene 4. The original evil female was back again for this closing scene. She had been captured by a group of individuals, and her form had changed, I would say diminished, to that of a rather unimpressive, in comparison to the mighty dragon of earlier, spider-like creature. Her captors, I would surmise, to be the guides. A great pit or void opened up, and the hapless, pitiful, defeated female of malignancy was cast unto its forbidding depths, and nearby strongholds of goblin-type creatures of an equally as evil bent were destroyed as their leader or queen met her fate. Just before I would awake, I found a large book in my lap, and I was reading from the pages. Seems the entire dream was recounted there, and I was at the end of a chapter, and about halfway through the book, I would say. Before I closed it, I took a peek over the other page to see what would be next. I was unable to bring this information through to the physical, however, but after my sneaky peek, I closed the book and wanted to go outside, as it was snowing, a fresh, crisp setting that was a tonic after the dream sequence. Then I awoke